Flour is the building block for bread. It provides structure, nutrition, flavors, and colors. When choosing a type of flour to use for any baking, it's important to also know about the different types of wheat that could be made into flour. Wheat types range from hard to soft, a red color to a white, and can be grown in either winter or spring. Hard wheat has more proteins than its softer counterpart. Since it has more proteins, hard wheat is used for products like artisan breads, while softer wheat is used for lighter pastries like cakes. Red wheat is also used more for bread baking since it adds more colors and has a more sour taste to it, while white wheat has a mellow taste. Winter wheat is also more tolerant and better protein development than spring wheat, and due to it being tougher, it's used for bread baking as well. The protein in wheat is also known as gluten, which forms when it becomes hydrated. Gluten comes in two forms, glutenin and gliadin. Glutenin is strong and gives structure to the bread and makes it more elastic, meaning the dough is easier to pull without tearing the dough. Gliadin works in the same ways as glutenin, but instead of giving the dough elastic properties, it helps the dough become extensible. This way, the dough can be stretched and shaped without returning back to its original shape. Besides the hardness, color, season, and gluten levels, there are other factors to know about the flours used in bake shops, such as the milling process the wheat grains went through to become flour. Roller milling separates the germ and bran of the grain from the endosperm, while stone grinding helps keep some of the germ and bran. When there's more germ and bran in the flour, there's more nutrients and gluten levels to think about when going through the bread-making process. The extraction rate and ash content also influence the flour. A flour with 100% extraction is considered a whole wheat flour, while a flour with about 70% is known as white flour. This is again based on the bran and germ content. Ash content is the amount of minerals in a flour, which can change the nutrients and color of a flour. The last two factors in a flour is whether it has added nutrients and its falling number. Since some flours lose their fiber and proteins through extraction, the FDA requires to increase the nutritional content of the flour for the public, and has flour become enriched with vitamins. The falling number is indicated by observing a flour's enzyme activity, which is influenced by the aging process of flour. A flour that has not been allowed to rest after milling will have a slow fermentation rate or slower enzyme activity, and is not ready for bread baking. An older flour has more enzyme activity and can be fermented and used for baking. All of these things, however, mean nothing without another important ingredient in bread, water.